Hi, hey Russ here. Welcome back to the shop. Boy, it's kind of warm out there today. Woo! Anyway, I wanted to show you real quick that I made an improvement on my Moxon vise. When I showed you the vise a couple of days ago, I was using those wing nuts that I made for my legacy milling table for my legacy mill. And so I had to put those back in there. So I wanted to make a set of spin knobs for my Moxon vise, but I wanted to do those a little differently anyway. So what I did here was I actually made them out of a block of wood, and that block of wood I just squared it off 4 inches long, 1 3/4 inches all the way around, and then I drilled a 3/4 inch hole in the very end of the block, and that's this hole right here for my bench dog. They just go in and out, and that gives me the extra leverage then for tightening down if I need it, and makes it easier to use it. So once I drilled that hole, then I came back and I take a nut that corresponds to the 5/8 rod, and I drilled a 1 inch hole through this way, deep enough that this would set down in that hole. And then I finished drilling it out with a 3/4 inch hole, so it's a stepped hole. I drilled this down in there, filled it with epoxy, and I glued another piece on there. And that gave me the nut embedded in there. And on this side, the nut is embedded way deep. The nut is setting more to this side up here. And this extra wood area helps me, so when I put it on there, even if I don't have it engaged in the threads, it'll still stay up there. So if I'm unscrewing it, it isn't going to just fall easily. So it really does, it's nice to have that little extra area there. So, and they just work just like a commercial Moxon vise would. So anyway, the other thing I like about it is, let me put a piece in here. So if I put something in here and snug it down, you can see it doesn't take much to do this now. It works really easy. Get it good and tight. And once I have it as tight as it needs to be, if my handles are in my way, that's why I did it this way, so that I can now take these off. And now I have clearance, so they're not in my way while I'm working on whatever's in my vise. And I can just throw these into any bench dog hole, since they're just standard bench dogs, is all they are. But most of the time, they just stay in there. And as you can see, the ease of use is just a dream. So that's my improvement on my Moxon vise. I like it, and I think I can actually take this same design, scale it down to some smaller bolts. So I'm kind of thinking what else I can make using this, and make specialized wing nuts for other types of jigs and stuff. So if you have any questions about how I made these exactly, or any suggestions on how you did it, I'd love to hear about it. If you like this video, say so. Most importantly, come back again, because you can tell we're nowhere near done. We're always coming up with something new. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.